So hello everyone, we're back into this then. We're doing Windows Server Module 2 with Adrian, Operating System 3. So we're gonna do network configuration, right? We're gonna change it to DHCP and static IP, and also we're gonna change the name server. So I need to check how can I configure it in here. Though there's only one way that my server allows me to configure stuff, but that it allows me by itself, right? But I can also use IP address. I can use ifconfig. I'm sorry, ifconfig. But ifconfig is not by default on it. You need to install it as abt install network tools. You need to install it, right? Something like that. Yeah, but I am I am root. You need to sudo it for it to work. But you need to install it. So, and that's not the question. Like the question is what are all the forms that my operating system allows me to do that, and the way that this allows me to do it without using any external tools as this manager client. All right, this is another one, but you have to install it. You have to install it. So how do you allow me to do it without installing stuff? It's just one. So I'm gonna take advantage of that loophole, and I'm gonna do it right now. Taking advantage of the loophole, uh, there's a file. We're gonna change to it that it's on the EDZ and then a net plan. Here it is. If we alias in it, there's this file, which is the configuration plan for it, right? Configuration file for the whole network plan. That's where you use it, right? So in this specific one, we're gonna go into it. Alright, we're gonna bem edit it. We're gonna sudo bem it. And here you have, I have this changed over to, I'm sorry about that. I have this one changed over to static IP. So let's change it. Let's change it. So that's what it was for you to do stuff in it. Right. So how do you change the configuration for it to be dynamic? Right. Just change this to true. That's it. You quit it. Right quit. It's alright. I'm just gonna show you with my. I was gonna show you with my hands like you were standing behind me. uh, well, my mouse. Oh, here's my mouse. Right. So if you look at that right there, right, you change that to true, and then you go right down here. You go whatever the fuck this is called, WQ, and then hit enter. It's written. You go back, and then you need to try. You need to try the net plan. And then it says, okay, it's fine. It works. Now, do you want to keep the settings? You hit enter. Yes, configuration accepted. And now, if you do, let's think that you do not have fconfig. If you do not have fconfig, then what you use for you to see all your network thing is the IP command. So it's installing everything in a modern way. You should really not use fconfig for anything anymore. But you click IPA, and then you see that it went into dynamic mode. It does not say that it's dynamic anywhere in here, but you can see that on my interface, the ENS33, then my address in the INAT. If you remember what the code was, it was like 120. But if you see this one now, then you see that on the INAT, I am on the 192.168.11139. Right, moved from 120 to 139. Um, so before you change the configuration, you need to know where your gateway is at. And in this specific case, I did not know where my gateway was at because I did not configure it myself. It was configured by the the 10, right? When I created the VM, this VMware configured my gateway and everything. So for this one, right, Like if you're in my same case and you don't know where your gateway is at, you need to do routes, and then from route you can grab your gateway. Yes, it is. Oh no, you don't need to grab it. You can do IP something and grab your gateway, but you can just route and you're gonna see it. I guess no, you don't see it. I'm sorry about that. Let me go back to it. How to check gateway IP. Oh, let's. Oh, you need to do IP route. I'm sorry about that. You do IP route. Come back at it. IP route. There you go. And now you see where your gateway is at. Here is the default gateway. That's the first line in it. Default. Let me see if I can get my mouse in it. Default gateway. It's I'm going to default, which is 0.0.0.0, and it's going via my gateway, which is same thing. Point two. It's second IP in my thing. I don't know why my gateway is not the first IP, but it's not out of my business. I guess I'm using that one for loopback or something. I don't know. Yeah, that might be the case. Anyway, so that's my gateway, right? And it's telling like who's connecting to it, which is the source, and then I can have a gateway to the other thing, which is via like it's via node then, right? It's just my interface is connected to it, and that's it, right? That's the whole thing. So it's click. Oh shit! No, can't connect to server. I'm not connected to the server. I'm on my BN. Okay, so that's clear, right? So now that you know what your gateway is at, and you know the whole thing, right? Then you can change your configuration back to static, and this is where we're gonna be doing that now. And this is also the place where you put your name servers in it. And there's three name servers you should put in. Um, so we're gonna go back to the BEM then. I should probably use BEM sudo BEM, and then you just take the same style then. And you come into here, right? You need to click I for you to be able to edit it and start editing it. So you delete this, you make it false, and then the indentation. I'm not sure if it's useful, but you should probably use it just because it's easier for you to use it, some things. So here you select your IP, and that you do by addresses. Double quote, and then you can make this a list, or you can put it the way that you're gonna see. I put something else down there, but we're gonna make it a list, and in this list you can put whatever IP within your range you can have, like 192.168.115. Let's make this 135 dash 24. Right, you can put it like that, right? Or you can just put the address, and then on the next one you can specify what the mask is. But we rather just do this one, right? So, and if you want to put a virtual IP right next to it, just put a comma and then you put the net IP. Right? It's a virtual IP. It's not like a real outgoing IP. Anyway, so you go into the net stand, and then the net stand is where you can put your name servers, right? And you put here name 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 servers, double quote, and then down here you need to put your addresses to your name servers, and then again you make it a list, and you go the ones that you were asking for, and then is the Google one, so it's the Google. It's 8.8.8.8, and then you do a comma, you do 8.8.4.4, and then you can leave it as is. I'm gonna put my gateway in it. Uh, why? I have no idea. I haven't done this one. Uh, I haven't done this one and uh, CCNA yet, so I don't know. And then here you need to specify what your gateway is. So you're gonna do routes, and then within routes, this is the other way that you can put every single thing that you saw before. You can put it this way also, which is you put a dash, put a space, and you put two. This is how you specify. This is a new entry item. then here you're gonna put default, which is going to 0.0.0.0.0.0, right? And then I'm gonna do via, which is specifying where my gateway is, and here I'm gonna put my gateway 168.115.2, and that's it. So you click escape, semicolon, or a colon, semicolon, I think it's called. Right quit URL, and then you do sudo netplan try. It worked. Enter. Configuration accepted. So now you do fconfig all together. Uh, there you see the my IP has changed to 135, which is the one that I selected. Here's my interface. It's at 135. On the same net plan, if you have to configure more than one interfaces, then you can do that as well. Because with the same, because if we go into it, you see that you say Ethernet, right? And then on Ethernet, what's right below that is my interface name. So you would just put another interface name in it, and you would do the same configuration, right? You say, okay, so this interface is gonna connect through this way, in case you have multiple interfaces in it. You're gonna probably have to do some more configuration before you can do that, but that's beyond the scope of this. So this is it for now. This is how you configure on. That's the default way for you to configure things on Ubuntu server, right? And that's it. See you on the next one. Thank you for watching, I guess.